I'm in the media hub of the University of Sunderland with Dean of Faculty, Arabella Plouviez. Arabella, great to talk to you.
Hi.
Put the new studio complex and the new facilities into context as part of the grand faculty.
Well, it's very much a resource for our film and TV and animated students, and it's an extension of our TV studio that makes it suddenly usable in a whole new set of ways. But what really interests me is that the opportunities of virtual production is to involve students from across the faculty. So it can involve writers, performers, it can involve animators, photographers, fashion students. I think for me it's a bit of a maker space, the potential for a whole lot of different creative students to work together and create something original in that space.
You told me your background is in still photography, but you're also excited by the potential of a virtual reality studio.
Absolutely. I mean, the notion of extending the frame, what that means, how you see something, how light works in the space, and light is critical, that front and back light, what does it mean? How do you make it as one is critical to that space. And I think the way that you see as a visual creator informs how you come into that space. And so yes, as a photographer, I don't want to make still images in there, but I can see it as being part of the fabric of what makes some of the assets and that space come alive.
Certainly in terms of moving light and setting foregrounds and backgrounds and drawing the viewer's eye to where you need it to be.
Absolutely, and thinking about how you do that in a space in that way is a sort of a new way of looking, isn't it?
Is this new facility going to change the way that the university attracts students and enthuses students?
Hopefully, yes. I mean, I think what we're about across all of my subjects is teaching the fundamentals, quite often the analog approaches, whilst also building in the digital and how that is changing the processes we understand. And those steps that feed between those kind of key skills. We were just looking at some life drawing and saying, well, life drawing is still a key skill, even though you can do so many things with a computer. And we very much work across those two areas so that our students go out as graduates understanding that kind of underpinning.
And it is using the technology as the tool for the creative impulse.
Absolutely.
Whatever that creativity is.
Yes, and enabling students to find out what their skills are and what interests them. So it may be around lighting, it may be around controlling Unreal Engine, it may be around, it can be understanding all sorts of different parts of what makes that whole.
And finally, that you've had a very strong technology partner in building the facility in CJP.
Yeah.
How do you see that relationship, and how do you see that relationship continuing?
I think this is a new space for everyone, and these spaces, working with people who work with this every day in a different way enables us to build that relationship with industry to say, what we found out, what they found out. This isn't fit it and use it, it's an experiment and see what happens. And so that ongoing relationship is really key, and has been as we've built the two studio spaces over the last 12 to 18 months.
It's really very much the classic view of the university. It's research, it's developing knowledge on all levels.
Absolutely, and has the potential. So we're working with our colleagues in business, law and tourism to start working around esports, and that again feeds into that. So developing students who might do events management around esports, but using that resource has enormous potential. And of course, technology students, computing students. So I think beyond the faculty, obviously my remit is the faculty and see lots of opportunities, but there are lots of opportunities beyond the faculty too.
That's terrific. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.